Today on WSRH Extra, we take a look at how some teachers are struggling to go back to school.
Also, we look at how students are handling both school and work.
Plus, we see how face masks lead to pollution problems. WSRH Extra
Starts now.
Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Caitlin Stevens.
And I'm Andrea Davino. While we broadcast to you from our school, many students and teachers are still attending school virtually.
And even though some are back here at the home of the Hawks, others have chosen to stay home to protect the safety of themselves and others. WSRH Extra reporter Wyatt Anderson shows us how going back to school has affected some students and teachers.
You wanna know why? Because this kid, he likes boats.
There you go.
With the arrival of COVID-19, many things have come to a halt. One thing that didn't stop, however, were schools. With schools in between the third and fourth quarters of the school year, many school districts, including Palm Beach County, decided to finish the school year through virtual learning. This is currently being done through programs such as Google Classroom and Google Meets. This also leaves many teachers figuring out how to work Google Classroom. As teachers are figuring out this virtual learning world, their confidence is growing.
I've done things in Google Classroom this year I never thought I would know how to do.
But now that students and teachers are going back, that doesn't mean that they will all choose to go.
But most of mine are still virtual, so I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it.
The uncertain feelings of going back is not the only common concern of the teachers.
I don't think that the school district was prepared personally, and I think that going back in person should have waited a little bit longer.
Don't know once we put everybody into the classroom what it's going to be like.
In addition to students returning to school, most teachers, including Mrs. Morrison, are going back, while other teachers, such as Mrs. Anderson, will be staying at home to protect the health of her and her diabetic son. For WSRH Extra, I'm Wyatt Anderson.
Since students were out of school for almost 6 months due to COVID-19, many had the opportunity to work longer hours. Now that some have gone back to school, they must balance both work and school. WSRH Extra reporter Sophia Maldonado shows us what it's like to equally attend to these two important responsibilities.
Since August 31st, students in Palm Beach County have had to return to school. For some students, this means learning how to balance work and their classes during COVID-19.
The most difficult is keeping myself safe, keeping others safe, and for schools, kind of doing my work well. Maybe if I'm in class asking questions, I can't really be so close to my teacher. Other than that, I miss interaction. That's really it.
While some working students find it hard enough to find a happy medium with work and school, others have decided to add another thing onto their plate, such as sports.
In the beginning, it was hard at first, but as time progressed, I began developing a schedule, so that made me get on top of things and just get all my work done easier.
Although it has been a struggle for these teens, they try and look for the positives given their situation.
I think some of the positives I've gotten out of this is just the lessons that it's taught me, just not to procrastinate anymore, because I can really see the negatives out of that, so I try to get my work done as quickly as possible.
School, now that we're back to school, I feel like it's more easier because I like being in school.
Although working students continue to face challenges during this time, they continue to work through it. For WSRH Extra, I'm Sophia Maldonado.
While face masks are a necessity in our daily lives to protect us, they might be causing more harm than good for our environment. WSRH Extra reporter Andrea Davino shows us how these masks are impacting the environment.
Along with COVID-19 has come the use of masks by people everywhere. Although masks are being used as a way to protect ourselves, improper disposal of the masks are causing them to have the opposite effect on the environment around us.
We definitely are seeing an increase in our numbers in masks that are being picked up off the beaches. So if you think about it, any sort of item that's becoming more common than usual, if it is maybe disposed of improperly or lost on the ground, there's a really good chance it's going to make its way into the ocean.
The issue of mask pollution, however, is bigger than just harming the natural beauty of the ocean. If these masks end up in the environment, there are more extreme consequences that will be faced.
That almost any sort of plastic string material really poses severe threats to these animals.
In addition to the detrimental effects masks have on the ocean and other ecosystems, these same problems can be seen in our local community in places such as parking lots.
I'm always seeing masks all over the ground, the parts. I'll be seeing gloves too everywhere. It's really, really bad.
Although these issues have arisen from mask usage, fortunately, there are some alternatives that will continue to keep us safe and healthy while also doing the same for the environment and its inhabitants.
Always go for those reusable, sustainable alternatives. So if you wanted to get like a cotton mask or something like that, where you can just reuse it time and time again, that will really help decrease waste overall.
Even though this issue may seem fast-growing and out of your control, making sure you are doing your part by disposing of your mask properly is quite simple.
Honestly, all you need to do is just throw it in the trash. That's it. Cut the strings if you need to.
While it's important to take the proper precautions for yourself during these times, it's also important that you keep in mind the environment as well. So next time you go to put on a mask, maybe consider trading one of these for a reusable one like this. For WSRH Extra, I'm Andrea Davino. Teen pandemic, many small businesses have been struggling to keep their businesses up and running. WSRH Extra reporter Madison Newman takes us to a local business that has found a way to stay busy.
Hi, welcome to the Beef Jerky Experience.
Many small businesses have struggled with obstacles during this pandemic, but a local beef jerky outlet has found a way to conquer them all.
We're barely making it, but so we're very happy that way. We're lucky right now because there's others that unfortunately have had to shut the doors. All of us small businesses need help.
Employees like Chris Serta have the same passion for jerky as Lupe.
I love working here because it is a new learning experience. I do learn different products, the way that it's made, the way it's cooked.
Lupe and her husband created the idea for their store together 6 years ago.
So he said, I want to start a business. And my husband made beef jerky for 30 years while he was in the Navy and then when he retired. And so he talked me into, let's go into this kind of business.
Beef Jerky Experience also offers different products for people that are looking for something other than jerky.
We have hot sauces, barbecue sauces, seasonings for cooking, and also peanuts and popcorn that they do enjoy.
Small businesses are really struggling during this hard time, so don't be jerky and go out and support them. For WSRH Extra, I'm Madison Newman.
Coming up on WSRH Extra, we see what's going on in sports.
Plus, we take a look at some new additions to the Palm Beach Zoo.
Always browse on secure networks to protect yourself from viruses. For more tips on internet safety, visit netsmarts.org.
Many students who involve themselves in sports attempt to get scholarships and offers for college.
Today, we take a look at a student who has played a sport for almost all their life and would love to take it further. WSRH sports reporter Corinne Benitez takes us into the eyes of this student and his future.
For a small town like Belgrade, Adrian Espinosa is on the road to glory.
So far, I have gotten 9 college offers from different type of private and public schools.
The heart and soul of Belgrade is football, but for Adrian, his main focus is basketball.
I've always seen the dedication from day one. He's was way more interested in basketball than any other sport. His drive for basketball has always been like at 100. We just pushed him forward into playing basketball, and he actually stuck with it. And that's what he loves, and that's what he's good at.
It's a rare occurrence for someone so young to achieve so much in basketball.
So far, I've gotten some from Michigan State, Northwestern, FAU, North Florida University, and so on.
With these many offers, he has a huge supporter right by his side.
To see my child receive so many offers from different colleges is amazing to me. I'm very proud of him, and I wish him well in whatever college he decides to actually attend, and I'm proud of him.
Adrian Espinosa is only a sophomore in high school. We can only imagine what the next 2 years have in store for him.
I guess you can say Adrian Espinosa will be shooting nothing but net this coming year. For WSRH Extra, I'm Kern Benitez.
At the Palm Beach Zoo, there is a large amount of animals waiting to be visited, but recently they have added some new members to the family. WSRH Extra reporter Haley Bass shows us these new additions.
This past May, the Palm Beach Zoo has welcomed 3 baby tigers to their zoo family. And they have gone through quite the healthcare routine to gain their strength.
We are just trying to make sure that we teach them all their husbandry behaviors, which helps them they get to be a part of their healthcare plan. So all the things that we can teach them to help us care for them better.
These cubs are not just popular because of their cuteness, but they are Malayan tigers, an endangered breed.
Malayan tigers haven't been breeding as well in facilities, and to have 2 girls and a boy born is super exciting and really important for the genetic diversity throughout the whole species.
These Malayan tigers are growing stronger and stronger each day and have quite the journey ahead for them and their species. For WSRH Extra, I'm Haley Bass.
Well, that's it for this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Caitlin Stevens.
And I'm Andrea Davino. If you have any story ideas, please tweet us at Seminole Ridge TV. Have
a great day, Hawks.